Getting you details of a major drug bust that has happened here in the national capital in Delhi's Shaheen Bagh area. This is a haul that has been made by the Narcotics Control Bureau, which has seized about 50 kilograms of high-quality heroin and also arrested one after it conducted raids in the Shaheen Bagh area. Following the recovery of heroin worth 100 crore rupees and other narcotic substances and 30 lakhs in cash from a residential flat in Shaheen Bagh, the NCB raised the possibility of narco-terrorism module in the state. The drugs were kept in backpacks and jute bags or wrapped in packets of e-commerce major Flipkart and other companies. According to the NCB, an Indo-Afghan syndicate based in Delhi and NCR and the neighboring states is connected with the matter. These syndicates have expertise in manufacturing and adulterating heroin locally. The India-Afghanistan syndicate smuggles goods to India through maritime as well as land border routes, and heroin is smuggled with legitimate goods in cargo.
During the ongoing investigation, it has been revealed that an Indo-Afghan syndicate based in Delhi NCR and other neighboring states seem to be connected in this case. These syndicates have expertise in manufacturing, adulterating heroin locally. These syndicates have been smuggling goods to India through maritime as well as land border route, wherein heroin was smuggled with various other legitimate goods. Heroin was later extracted from those goods by the Indian counterparts with the help of some Afghan nationals.
All right, we're getting you details of a landfill in the national capital which has been on fire for the last 4 days. It's impossible to douse that fire, and blame game has started between the Aam Aadmi Party ruled government in the state and the MDMC, which is controlled by the BJP. A fine of 50 lakh rupees has also been imposed, given that residents have been breathing toxic, polluted, dirty air for the last 4 days. Here's more.
Difficulty in breathing, itchy eyes. The fire at Bhalaswa landfill in the national capital has made the life of local population miserable. Toxic smoke is choking the residents. The landfill, which falls under the North Municipal Corporation of Delhi, caught fire on Tuesday evening and is yet to be brought under control.
सबको सांस आँख में लगता है धुआं, ये धुआं सब भरा हुआ है। उधर जुग्गी में जाकर देखिए, उधर से जाकर देखिएगा ना, पूरा भरा हुआ है धुआं। आँख में जल बहुत, नींद नहीं पड़ना सुतना हराम है तो नींद नहीं पड़ता है उसमें। हरिया में आग लगा रहता है।
The situation is so grave, a school had to shut down physical classes after toxic smog engulfed the building. Fearing health hazards, the school authorities asked the students to stay away from the building till air quality improves.
This is not a suitable time to call the children and to make them sit and for the physical mode of, I mean to say. This is a pollution, is there so much of fumes and things like that. So it is better to keep them wherever they are, means at their homes, and when the situation improves, we plan to call them back.
The fire gave Aam Aadmi Party a new ammunition to target the BJP, which runs the NDMC. AAP leaders demanded an FIR against the BJP leaders in the NDMC for alleged criminal negligence.
पिछले 3 साल से 450 करोड़ रुपए इस कूड़े के पहाड़ सफाई में किया गया है। 1 इंच भी कूड़े का पहाड़ नहीं साफ हुआ। लोगों को मरने के लिए छोड़ दिया गया है। इतने पैसे खर्च करने के बाद भी ये कूड़े का पहाड़ क्यों नहीं साफ हो रहा है? मनोज तिवारी जी ने कहा था कि 100 दिन के अंदर साफ कर देंगे, हमें वोट दो 2017 में। आज 6 साल हो गए और ये कूड़े का पहाड़ बढ़ता ही चला जा।
The Arvind Kejriwal government has slapped a fine of rupees 50 lakhs on the NDMC over Bhalaswa fire.
The MCD officials and the fire department officials are continuously working to ensure the fire can be controlled and doused, and the Aam Aadmi Party leaders are asking a pertinent question, that why does the landfill sites like this one catch fire constantly through the year? On the other side, the local residents living around Bhalaswa Dairy are asking that they have a right to breathe and live in a safer environment, which is being threatened by fire incidents like this one. With video journalist Nasir, this is Amit Bhardwaj for India Today from Delhi.
What really is worse than 45 degrees that many states in India are now having to deal with, including certain places in the National Capital Region? Power cuts and power outages in many parts of India like Rajasthan, West Bengal, Jammu and Kashmir, also the National Capital, have really become a way of life. Take a look at how many of us are dealing with these power outages in different states in the country.
Heat wave sweeps North India. The country is experiencing one of the hottest summers in many years. Temperature has breached 40 degrees Celsius in many cities across India. In the middle of the severe heat wave, India is also facing power shortage. Many parts of Uttar Pradesh, Punjab and Jammu and Kashmir are having blackouts. In villages, these power cuts last as long as 18 hours. In Rajasthan, a patient lost his life, allegedly due to power failure at Kota's Medical College. Her daughter exposed the poor state of the government hospital.
बहुत लापरवाही है, वहाँ पर कोई व्यवस्था नहीं है, कोई जनरेटर की, अगर जनरेटर भी होता तो मेरी माँ नहीं मरती। उन लोगों की कोई सुविधा, डॉक्टर ट्रेनर रखे हुए हैं, इतने बड़ा मेडिकल स्टाफ है, इतना बड़ा हॉस्पिटल है वहाँ पर, उनमें से ट्रेनर, कोई सर्जन, कोई फिजिशियन नहीं है वहाँ पर सर।
Punjab is on the brink of a blackout as the power generation and availability go down. The state is generating only 3,327 megawatts of power, but the requirement is 5,680 megawatt. Govindwal Sahib plant just has coal stock for 2 days. Talwandi Sabo plant will run out of coal in 5. Rajpura plant has stock that would last for 18 days, but Lehra Mohabbat and Ropar plants have coal stock only for 4 and 7 days respectively. The power minister claims there's no shortage, but PSPCL is resorting to unannounced power cuts up to 10 to 12 hours.
सरकार ने फ्री के चक्कर में दे रखा है कि लालच की लाइट देंगे फ्री में। अरे लाइट तो दे नहीं रहे, फ्री क्या दोगे तुम? हमारे बच्चों के बोर्ड के पेपर हैं 10th के, और रात भर लाइट नहीं आती। सुबह देखो तो पता ही नहीं। आप कम से कम इतना तो बताओ कि इतने बजे लाइट जाएगी, इतने बजे आएगी, आप पानी भर के रख लो मोटर चला के। हमें पता ही नहीं होता कब चली जाती है। रात भर तो वो परेशान, दिन को तो वो परेशान। अब बिजली सस्ती होने का हमें क्या फायदा?
The Union Territory of J&K, particularly the Jammu division, is reeling under a major power crisis. Many districts of Jammu are witnessing power cuts for over 12 hours.
यहाँ तो बड़ी मुश्किल आ रही है। मैं तो बॉर्डर एरिया की रहने वाली हूँ, आरसपुरा से। मैं वहाँ बिजली नहीं थी, मैं यहाँ आई हूँ अपने मायके में सिटी में। तो यहाँ भी बिजली की इतनी प्रॉब्लम है, इतनी मुश्किल आ रही है, पखी चोल के गुजारा कर रहे हैं।
The center and state governments are denying any power shortage.
थर्मल पावर प्लांट्स में, टू बी वेरी स्पेसिफिक, 20 मिलियन टन, लगभग 21 मिलियन टन अभी स्टॉक है। कोल इंडिया, कैप्टिव, ये सब मिलके हमारे पास अभी 72 मिलियन टन का स्टॉक है।
NCP Chief Sharad Pawar expressed concern over the crisis and asked the centre and state governments to find a solution to the problem soon. The question remains, what exactly is the reason for the power crisis? Did the government get its planning wrong ahead of summer? Bureau Report, India Today.
Moving on, we are going to be decoding Muskism for you. That's right, Elon Musk has taken over Twitter, and over the last 1 week or so, his banter on Twitter has been around Coca-Cola and adding cocaine in Coca-Cola. And also he's been having a lot of fun making fun of Donald Trump's social media accounts. Here's more.
Next, I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in. Trump's Truth Social should be called Trumpet. Cocaine, ice cream, Trump, and tweeting fun on a whim and whipping it up on Twitter. Elon Musk, who just pocketed the social media giant for a cool $44 billion, is on a viral roll. The world's richest man seems to have ample time for some Twitter banter, joking that he's up for buying another global brand, Coca-Cola, to put cocaine back into it, obviously firmly tongue-in-cheek, referring to Coke's original recipe at launch more than a century ago. He may be joking, but with Musk, you can never be sure. Remember, in 2017, he had jokingly asked how much it would cost him to buy out Twitter. 4 years later, we've just seen what happened. Despite all the talk of Donald Trump's return to Twitter under Elon Musk, the world's wealthiest man hasn't stopped having some fun at the expense of the former US president. Musk tweeted saying that Trump's fledgling networking site Truth Social has a terrible name and should be called Trumpet instead. The SpaceX CEO had recently also launched at fellow billionaire Bill Gates, taking a deeply personal jibe at his potbelly. Musk has also been harsh on Twitter or its perceived left-leaning management, accusing them of censoring free speech and having extreme antibody reactions towards the right to express oneself. According to his pact with Twitter, Musk cannot tweet anything disparaging against the platform itself. So the eccentric tweets have sparked speculation that Musk may have developed cold feet about actually buying Twitter. Since Tesla's stock prices have been falling over the deal involving megabucks, China too could put a spanner in the works, since Musk's absolutely free speech push may not gel well with the authoritarian Beijing, contributing half of all Tesla vehicle sales. A $44 billion question: is Musk losing interest in the Twitter buyout? Bureau Report, India Today.
Now, Twitter's legal chief Vijay Gadde has been the key person behind some controversial decisions like pulling down controversial articles and also suspending former US President Donald Trump's Twitter account. Elon Musk seems to be a little critical of her. He said that these decisions have been rather inappropriate. Here's more.
Twitter's new owner, the world's richest man, is sizing up his new $44 billion toy. He's been promising big changes on freedom of speech and open source algorithms, but he's also sparked his first big storm directly on the company he just bought. It began with this piece in the US media, which claimed that Twitter's legal chief, Vijay Gadde, had broken down and wept in a call with employees after Elon Musk's takeover was complete. Then a popular podcaster posted the piece, taunting Vijay Gadde, which triggered this viral response from, well, Vijay's new boss. Elon Musk fired straight at Vijay Gadde by terming her earlier actions as Twitter's legal head incredibly inappropriate. Vijay Gadde is best known as the Twitter executive who pushed for and executed the suspension of Donald Trump's Twitter account last January after the Capitol Hill violence, blocking an article by the New York Post on the son of Joe Biden before the election, and perceived to push a liberal Democrat line on Twitter while shadow banning right-wing views. Exclusively emphasizing the point, Musk tweeted this meme image featuring Vijay Gadde's infamous appearance on the Joe Rogan show, where she is accused of tying herself up in knots and sidestepping questions on Twitter's liberal bias. Vijay Gadde has tasted controversy in her native country, India too, when in 2018 she accompanied then Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, a visit during which this picture of the Twitter boss posing with a Smash Brahminical Patriarchy poster triggered an angry storm. Vijay Gadde is now the target of a huge storm of attacks on Twitter, with Elon Musk being accused of willfully targeting an employee in public and leading to the assumption that the top Twitter executives' days are numbered. What happens next? Perhaps only Elon Musk really knows. Bureau Report, India Today.